When I started high school, that I was about 12 or 13, I think, they gave us these like uniform guidelines, right? So you have to wear gray pants, you have to wear a white shirt, you have to wear black shoes, you have to wear a tie, right? Like a blue tie. And I'm like, oh God, I just don't feel comfortable with the tie. I can deal with everything else, but the tie is a problem. My grandmother played a big part in my development as who I am today. They got me everything, the white shirt, the gray pants. She took the time to kind of sew them in so they were kind of like tight, so they look more feminine, and I loved it. And then the problem was the tie. So she tried the tie on me, and she taught me how to make a tie, right? The how do you call that? The knot. So she told me, and then I look at myself and I go like, that's not no. So she went through the guidelines, right? And then she said, wait a minute. Here it says that you have to wear a tie, but it doesn't say that you have to wear the tie in your collar. What about if we make it a bow, right? And we put it on your hair? And I'm like, oh my God, that would be so cool. So she made a bow and sew it in and everything and put it on my hair with like a clip. And she sent me to school with a bow. And when I got to school, the teacher was like, what's going on? What's going on with that thing in your head? And I'm like, it's the tie. He goes like, but ties are supposed to be worn in your neck. And I'm like, well, the guideline doesn't say that. It only says that I have to wear a tie. So they called my grandmother and she fought. She said, no, if you want the child to wear the tie on the boat, you have to change the whole guidelines. And they weren't gonna do that because it was a lot of work. So for a long time, they let me wear a bow in my hair. And that's how I went to school. That's how I started like high school. So because of those looks, it was very hard. High school was hard. People didn't understand this boy with the bow. But it was okay. My grandma said that I look beautiful. My grandmother was very clear with like, when she would support me with all these things like wearing a bow or in my hair or things like that. She was very supportive, but at the same time, she was very clear that this may be a problem with people. So she was always very much into like, you have a decision to make. Like, I can solve this tie problem by making it a bow, but that is gonna come with certain consequences. What do you prefer? Do you prefer to wear a tie, in your shirt and everything would be okay? Or you really want the bow and, face the hardship of, what it comes with it? So she kind of like put those choices in there, and I chose. And that's important though. That was important for me.